Hey guys, Mo back. It's been a while since I made a video, but wanted to kind of go over this subwoofer. Very popular online. As you know, that the Audio Legion brand actually has quite a following just because of the quality of the product, performance of the product, and most importantly also the price point of which these items are or were available. So this is the 12-inch Audio Legion, I guess S2512, something like that. Okay, let me look at the back to make sure. Let's see. This is the S2512 D4, so it's the dual 4-ohm voice coil, high performance subwoofer. Pretty massive. Overall weight is about 30 pounds. Want to say this is a 3-inch copper voice coil. You've got the double stitch tensile leads for each polarity, so for each plus minus, as well as each plus minus here. So pretty robust, pretty sturdy. 6-inch spider. We've got the double stitched surround. Not quite high roll, but pretty robust. I see the carbon fiber dust cap here, which is pretty cool that they put that on. Either pressed or non-pressed paper cone, pretty sturdy. Rubber surround gasket. I think this is great. I love that vendors are putting this more and more on their subwoofers, as it really does provide an additional mechanism to seal the subwoofer when you mount it to the box, whether it's a carpeted box or now the popular ones that are rhino lined, or the truck liner type, Line-X, whatever you want to call them, boxes. So that's really cool. It's just an additional feature, better than putting flat metal on there. So it does kind of help create another seal. I'm impressed with this. Again, it's very heavy, very heavy. 30 pounds for a single 12-inch is pretty beefy. This is been known to be somewhat, I guess, the reputation, a same exact design as the Skar DDX, as well as the original Sundown SA Classsic. I'm not sure the full story, but I kind of heard whispers here and there. If you kind of look at the forums and online, I guess whoever generated that, which is Jacob Fuller for Sundown, created the first Sundown SA subwoofer that was based on same exact frame, same exact design, slightly smaller voice coil. I want to say like 2 3/8 or something like that, or 2 1/2. And then that was somehow, there's a collaboration and it was sent over to Skar. Skar started manufacturing it under the Skar DDX name. Until this day, they're still selling quite a bit of those. They sound great. People like it. People like the price point. I want to say the Skar DDX 12 goes around $150 to $160 online. If you can still find the Sundown SA Classsic, which they're still out there quite a bit, I want to say like that's $250, $230. There is an updated SA version, I guess the Sundown SA version 2. It did kind of change the overall basket, but very similar characteristics and operating parameters. So this puppy's rated for 700 watts RMS. A lot of the folks online are running consistently 1,000 RMS, and they're finding it's just fine, handling a lot more than what it's actually rated for. So like I said, very beefy. I like it. I had an opportunity to kind of break it in a little bit, just running 20 hertz tone through it. Let's see if we can kind of get some movement on it. Really like it. Very beefy. Let's see what we got. We got about 25 amps DC input into the amplifier, assuming what, maybe 80% efficient or so. So pretty good amount of power just to kind of stretch it out. But boy, this thing is beefy and pretty heavy. I do like the design. These are, SPL subwoofers, so sound pressure subwoofers, made to just get loud and rattle things to oblivion. And certainly I can see this doing it. I like the vented holes on the side. Again, as you know, the number one enemy for subwoofers is the voice coil and the motor heating up and trapping that heat, and eventually we just burn up the voice coil. So I like the ventilation on the side. I see the bottom plate ventilation as well, so that's always a plus. Again, very, very beefy. I want to say this is, well, I guess I can remove the rubber boot and tell you the slug dimensions, but I'm guessing like a double slug or something like that, but pretty well made. Stamped steel basket. Again, it doesn't even look like it's working very hard. And so, yeah, not too bad. Maybe a couple hundred watts running through it now just to stretch it out a little bit, but I'm very pleased with this subwoofer. If you guys are able to find it, snatch them up. If you're looking for a bargain like this, again, just the build quality, I've been very, very impressed. Rumor has it the Audio Legion brand is actually the brand of the Chinese manufacturing, I guess the guru, the guy who owns all the actual facilities that manufactures for Skar, some for Sundown, some for CT Sounds. So the head honcho himself actually developed the Audio Legion brand. It's not that Skar bought them out. I think it was just Skar saying, hey, if you stop competing with us, we'll give you more business. And I think that's what happened. That's why Audio Legion kind of did the sellout. It's not because Skar went in there and bought them out. But yeah, pretty cool. I really like it. Man, this thing is beefy. I can't stress how heavy it is for a box. Definitely need a heavy duty box. I want to say this is for, I don't know, 2.5 cubic feet for a ported box, tuned to 30 something, maybe 37 is what I heard was the most popular on these. I know they came in 10s and potentially 15s, but very impressed. Again, the Audio Legion S2512. This is the dual 4 ohm voice coil and rated conservatively for 700 watts RMS. Same design, Sundown, same design, Skar DDX, the SA Classsic. Good subwoofers, plenty of those out there. People are very impressed, and the good thing is they're also easy to recone. So if you happen to get one and we have a tendency to go a little bit overboard and you burn up the voice coils, there's a lot of options to recone these with voice coils and new cones, etc. So let me try to push it to a little bit more. Let's see, amped it up to about 30 amps on the input for the amplifier. Okay, look at it moving. 31. Oh, she's flexing. 35 amps DC on the input of the amplifier. So pretty cool. Really like it. Yeah, it's actually relatively quiet, other than me taking off the circulation and putting it on its rear. But man, this thing's got some flex and some excursion on it. Very, very pleased with this. And I think this will sound excellent in any vehicle as long as you match it with the right box. But a lot of ventilation on the back. I can feel it hitting my face here as I'm recording. So good design, good proven pedigree. I love Audio Legion. Snatch it up. Hope you guys like this.